Do you feel like being in a relationship helps or hurts your mental health?
Ooh.
Because you're single as fuck right now.
Yeah.
And you ain't even got a roster. You ain't got no bitches. You ain't got nothing.
Yo, relax. Bro. What the fuck?
I'm asking.
Yo.
I'm asking, right?
Yeah, no, I had
a lone soldier.
To be honest, I think it helps because I think that if you have someone who is able to help your mental health, then that's good. But everything else usually just depletes it.
A happy relationship probably could help. Like if you guys are on the same page, helping to build each other. But if your relationship is not going well, that shit makes everything worse, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, bro.
That shit, like if you're already having bad mental health and then you're in an unhappy relationship, that shit makes your mental health fucking plummet.
Yeah.
So,
Yo, I never asked you guys this, but what do you guys think it makes it so hard to leave?
I think for men and women, it's very different. Most men don't leave. You know, look, that's why the divorce rate is initiated 80% by women. I think that men, we won't even leave when we're unhappy. We would rather ruin the relationship by doing a bunch of other shit because we're unhappy rather than actually leaving the relationship. Unfortunately, I'm not saying it's a good thing, but it's something that we do as men, and I've done the same exact thing. I was unhappy as fuck and I didn't leave at the times where I probably should have left because of the comfortability and the routine and the optimism of thinking that things will get better. So sometimes I would rather stay in an unhappy situation than leave. For me, it takes a lot for me to even get into a relationship. So if I do put myself in the mindset where I am going to get into a relationship with somebody, it feels like such a commitment that I'm not just going to give up unless, like, you know, there's huge red flags and it's early. But once you're a few years in, it's super hard to leave, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably the first thing would be the comfortability and the fact that like you've kind of already adapted your lifestyle to sync with the relationship. Other than that, the risk of leaving and like just like not knowing what your next relationship is going to
That's
be.
scary.
Because it's like, think about it. It's the way I think about it, Tommy, is like if you have a car, you know all of the problems with the car. You know what needs to be fixed.
Yep.
You're now going to take a risk to try and go buy another used car that you don't know all of the problems. with. Yeah, so that's kind of the way that I look at it, is like you kind of just want to stick it through, and it does also kind of fuel your own willpower and like manpower of like...
Or your own depression.
Would you say that makes you blind to basically things that you should end the relationship because of? Like things that are basically deal breakers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to make a lot of exceptions and overlook a lot of things just to make things work.
You try too much. Try too much.